Hey guys, what's up? It's MatchPoint here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips and tricks for the new season, Operation Void Edge in Rainbow Six Siege. So, if you do find this video useful, consider dropping a like on the video. And if there are any topics that you'd like me to cover next, or if you do have a specific topic that you are struggling with and would like me to cover it, well, make sure you go ahead and comment it down below so I know to do them. If you are new around here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get right on into it. The first tip that I'm going to be giving you is going to be regarding a new quality of life improvement for the attacker's drones that you need to know about. This means that the attacker's drone spawn isn't going to be random anymore. When you go ahead and pick your operator and you go ahead and pick your spawn location as well, it's going to mean that your drone is going to spawn in the same position on where you've picked your own spawn point. Therefore, your drone spawn point is going to be more accustomed to your location, and then you can go ahead and drone out various points of information that you need to gather. If you're not already deciding your location and entry point on where you're going to be coming in from, then I would highly recommend you start doing this. You need to know your strategy in your head on where you're going to be pushing from. Then, when you work out that entry point, you can then use that drone and take advantage of this new improvement to go ahead and gather the information. Remember, you don't always have to go ahead and drone out that room or the entry point and where you're going to be coming from. You can in fact just leave your drone right by your spawn point, as obviously it is going to be accustomed to your own location, as that extra drone could definitely come in handy later on in the round. A second tip is going to be a change and a buff regarding the DMRs. From the Operation Void Edge patch notes, they have been given a buff in which they can actually go ahead and destroy barricades a lot quicker, and they can also fully break open hatches now, as well as soft surfaces. This is obviously always going to be an extra positive for the DMRs that you can have. Now, the DMRs aren't going to be the most popular choice in the game, however it will help when you're playing certain operators such as Dokkaebi. It's going to make your movement across the map slightly easier and quicker at the same time, as you can then go ahead and open those hatches very quickly. So next time you're playing Dokkaebi or an operator that uses the DMR and can be effective with it, just remember that you've got that buff. Tip number 3 is going to be helping you to go ahead and learn the map knowledge for Oregon. With the new season, Oregon has gone ahead and been reworked, and it may be quite difficult to learn it straight away, which is why I'm going to be giving you a very useful method that can work for you. As humans, we have something called the working memory. Now, this can only store items for around about 5 minutes, and it can only store very few items as well. And then, as I'm sure you've all heard the term before, we also have our long-term memory, in which it can hold a large amount of memories, and it can store them for a long time. Now, there are many different ways in which we can go ahead and actually transfer those memories from the short to the long term. For example, we could write this down, or we can actively practice it, or we can continue repeating it. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, how does this apply to learning the new Oregon rework? And we'll get into this straight away. If you go ahead and load up a custom game, setting it to the Oregon map, and you go ahead and walk through it, starting from the main entrance and all the way to the opposite side of the map. And when walking through it, I want you to make a mental note of the key points in the map, such as the main stairwells and even the hatches. And there right away, that map knowledge is going to be transferred into your working memory. And then through the repetition of you carrying out this method, it will in turn be transferred into your long-term memory. And then you've got that map knowledge. And the fourth tip is that the operator Goyo is only for delaying the enemy's time. That's what his ability is for, not picking up those kills and dealing damage. This has come up more recently because one of the changes that is being made to him is that falling onto Goyo's Vulcan only causes it to collapse instead of explode and propagate the fire. This change that is going to be made is going to push him even further into that end of delaying the enemy's time, and that is his primary use. And the fifth tip is that Iana can help you to structure coordinated and safer rushes. When you're using Iana's ability, you can go ahead and gather that intel for your team, as well as you can do it very quickly, and unlike a drone, she is an actual character that is running across. Therefore, any defenders hiding will be baited by Iana's ability, as they will go ahead and shoot it, believing it is a real Iana. If you are looking for more tips and tricks on Iana, well, I have gone ahead and covered a full guide on her, and there will be a card in the top right, so you can go ahead and check that out. And that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. If you did, or you found this video useful, then make sure to leave a like on the video, and subscribe for more tips and tricks like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.